When that coin fell India's way, there was a sigh.
So the news from the middle is that India have won the toss and have elected to bat first.
I reckon there was a sigh in the middle. There was definitely a sigh in the stands.
And here in Sydney, when you lose the toss, you've got to make inroads with that new ball.
What you want against a subcontinent team is a bit of pace and bounce, and you know they were quite slow wickets.
Melbourne was bouncing that high. This was probably bouncing that high.
Danger signs for the Australians, I think.
And then Pujara battered us, just battered us into oblivion.
That is a magnificent 100 from Pujara, his third of the series. This man just bats and bats and bats.
India, well and truly in control.
I hate the word comfortable, because if you're comfortable, that means it can be taken away like that. So I was trying to make him feel comfortable. Oh, you bored yet? Like, come on, like. And all he said was, no, bro, which drove me nuts.
And India in total control. Stumps on day one, 4 for 303.
The start of day two. India on the verge of making history here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. For the Australians, they need to make early inroads. So India are going to keep batting, and it will be tough going.
Pujara broke them, he ground them down, and they just ran out of path.
You can see the fatigue in the Australians' bowling attack. They're just getting the life sucked out of them.
The pain is getting piled on the Aussies now.
And there's the sign from Virat Kohli, who's decided that 622 on the board is absolutely fine for him.
This is probably the flattest wicket we've had of the summer. If you're ever going to make some runs, this is the time to do it.
Chopped it on, and it's all over for Harris. It's taken. All falling apart again for the Australians. Bowled in, beautiful bowling. It is crumbling before your very eyes.
Last time Australia was asked to follow on was 150 tests ago for
Amazing.
Australia.
There was a sense that Australia had lost its way again, that there'd been some false dawns. They were tired, they were worn down.
Very light rain falling at the SCG at the moment.
They're held up by this rain delay, but you sense, that Australia's cause is gone.
Cheers, boys. All the best.
What a fizzer of a way to finish. India deserved its 3-1 result. It deserves something more than the umpires walking into the change rooms and saying, congratulations, we're calling the game. You've drawn this and won the series.
They outplayed us. You know, they had guys scoring hundreds and big hundreds, and we didn't. And it was disappointing. You know, in India winning, I think, the first time in Australia to be a part of that, yeah, it stings a bit.
I think especially when it's on Australian soil. That's only the second series that I've lost, I think, in Test cricket. You're meant to win Test series in Australia, playing as an Australian cricket team.
To be honest, India outplayed us. They were hungry. I've never seen an Indian team fight like that before.